7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
We're a team. All of us. Let's go get him.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Listen up! These guys on the ground, they are your brothers now!
Yes, sir.
Oh, there's going to be so much in this reveal. Wait, are they all on PCs? That is mad. They're going to have a Warzone game. They're definitely having a Warzone game. Oh, you can... Oh, ninjas. Wow, ninjas there. God, imagine how much technology is in that room with all those computers. Look at all those computers.
We worked on improving and innovating on every area of the game. It always comes back to gameplay. Gameplay is king. But I could go on and on. Things like third person. Things like where we've innovated in the space of Battle Royale. We've got an all-new mode in DMZ that has large player counts along with massive player counts of AI.
DMZ? I completely forgot about DMZ.
We've got mobile connected with progression and everything else across all of the games. And it just goes on and on.
We are extremely excited to give you the world premiere of the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer trailer. Thanks again and enjoy the show.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, they're going to show it again. Good, yeah. Because it did break the time before.
We got intel reports of Hassan and the cartel forming terrorist cells all
Let's watch it again.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
Don't go black again. Here it is. This is what we missed.
But we have each other.
That's so cool. The animations are so clean. The thermite. Wait. Hang on. He kept the sniper in his hand then. As he pulled his pistol. I'm guessing you can't put that sniper away.
Enemies above. Drill charge.
Drill charge. Throwing knife.
You're gonna be okay.
I think we saw an EMP.
Hostage secure.
And the camera should be coming up now. That's so cool. There's the camera. That'd be good for search and destroy.
Gotcha.
And mounting. So that's the Mexican border by the looks of it. That'd be cool. Now this implies here that when you're in an AC-130...
Get ready, team. We have never seen a war zone like this.
And this is Warzone.
They're behind us. Shock stick out.
Shock stick. And they've also got... That's got to be a field upgrade, surely. An explosive drone. And mines float on water, I love that. I hope there's not tanks in... Oh, there probably are going to be tanks in Warzone 2.0.
I'm on my way.
There we go. We finally watched it all.
And get early access to the open beta. Yeah, I mean, last game we really wanted to add water, and we knew we didn't have time, right? So in Verdansk, we froze the rivers and we made the outskirts just a kill trigger. In this game, as soon as we started Modern Warfare 2, we leaned into water, both visually, beautiful caustics.
At least they're honest.
There's waves with white caps. But we also, the
I mean, it's
gameplay
an entirely
side,
new
there's
physics
unique
system, isn't it, when it comes to
ballistics
water?
underwater. You only can use certain weapons underwater. Your pistol is your weapon underwater. Otherwise, you can't use your primary weapons. But it's also a nice cover or evasion mechanic. If you're getting shot at, you can dive into the water, and as you get deeper, it gets murkier. Like, the farther you are from something, you can't see it. And
That's so cool.
It's been super fun for us to
the
dig
clips
into
that
water
people are going to
and
get
really
from the
flex
water.
on what water could be in Call of Duty. And you saw the boats and the mine that floats.
And the new weapon platforming will actually allow players to unlock universal attachments through cross progression. So we saw a lot of really positive feedback from the community yesterday. This is sort of intended to, decrease the grind. You're no longer unlocking every single attachment for every single weapon. There will be some shared attachments through progression. And I'm really excited to see the streamers and the content creators jump into this today.
But like, if you want a sniper scope, you have to put the recon barrel on. The recon receiver.
Amazing. So we've been hearing.
That's right, Miles. Welcome to Al Mazrah. This is our new map for Warzone 2.0. It is a really interesting mix of geography. It is expansive desert settings with a mix of industrial areas, towns, a city, and of course water. It looks way better on this screen than it did on Twitter. But you're gonna find a lot of really cool elevation, rocky peaks, caves, subterranean spaces. This map is beautiful, and it's actually the biggest BR map that we've ever made. And I am so excited for all of our streamers here to jump into Al Mazrah later today.
Let's take a better look at some of these points of interest.
Yes.
So when we set out to create these spaces, the team works to make it feel like a real space, right? So that there's infrastructure in between all the different, what we call points of interest along the map. And if you're paying attention, you might even see a few that seem pretty familiar out there as well. And so as the team works through these, they're trying to find some variety on each point of interest to make them something that the players will want to drop in and get the particularity of that single point of interest and find the place that they want to drop where they want to play, whether it be a high elevation observatory at the center of the map, whether it be the big city that's up the top right, and whether they want to explore that, or whether they want to work in some of our POIs where we have water intersecting with geometry here. So we have in this one.
That looks familiar.
That does seem familiar. And there's a river system that goes through all of this. So you'll be able to catch in a boat and drive between the different POIs. And here's one of our favorites, Sawa Village, which is...
That's my favorite.
That looks so cool.
I mean, I love to swim, so you find me there.
Absolutely.
We've got this beautiful space to play in. How do all of these multiplayer elements we've talked about a little bit earlier, how do they fit into Warzone 2.0?
I mean, the super simple answer is all the stuff we talked about in multiplayer, the stuff you saw in the multiplayer trailer, that's all in Warzone, right? It's all integrated. So that tactical camera works in Warzone, that decoy mine works in Warzone. Like, all of it's been built from the ground up for both.
And I think one particular feature that I cannot wait to see the streamers engage with will be our prox chat.
Yes!
So it's coming.
God, yeah.
It will be in Warzone, and I there's going to be some amazing clips. But I think Joe can tell us a little bit more about
be so awful.
In Warzone 2.0. I'm listening to that.
The streamers love prox chat.
They're like, yes!
Yeah, I mean, the circle's been a staple of BRs. It's been really hard to move away from it. So we kind of talked about what could we do to mix things up with the circle. So we've got this new mechanic where the circle can actually split, almost like a cell splits into 2, 3, or even 4 circles. And then those circles kind of close down. And what it does is it segregates teams, and you have these micro battles in those circles. And at a certain point, you're like, okay, we've cleared out our circle. We think we're good. And then those circles merge.
That could
come
be
back together,
really good.
And you have this very directed fight of, like, as the circle's moving, you're like gearing up in buildings. You're like, here we go. It's about to kick off. And as soon as those circles hit, you have that final fight. So it's another kind of like twist in the gameplay that we feel like is a cool world event that would happen. Like, oh, the circle's splitting. We need to do X.
Crazy. Get in the car. We're going now. Go. All right. So
it's not going to do it every game.
What about the Gulag? Is that still around? I mean, there's so much change, man. I mean, I'm ready for it. But Joe, what do we got?
The Gulag, we've been experimenting with. We've tried some crazy things with the Gulag. But the current version of the Gulag that we have running right now, where we're excited people to play, is you're not in there alone. you actually have this temporary alliance with another opponent, and after that, you guys are enemies again. But for that moment, it's like, all right, we need each other. Let's do this. You use the proximity chat to talk to each other. And the other thing we've been playing around with is you may see a little bit of an AI presence in the Gulag. So you have to be on your toes. Like, you're working with an enemy. There might be an AI here. You're picking up weapons. And we're excited for people to try it. And
yeah, we're going to get feedback today, too. And like Joe said, we've been through some pretty wild iterations of the Gulag, which I will not reveal here. But